Hello, fellow fans of retro glam and classic charisma. Are you curious to peek behind the curtain and see what happened to the stars who once ruled the silver screen? Well, get ready for a thrilling ride as we uncover the intriguing transformations of the hottest sensations from the 80s and 90s. From iconic heartthrobs to beloved leading ladies, we're about to unveil the fascinating evolution of our beloved idols. So grab your popcorn, settle in, and let's embark on an unforgettable journey through time. Kathleen Turner, born on June 19, 1954, is one of those iconic actresses who truly made her mark in Hollywood during the 1980s and 1990s. You probably remember her from some of her most famous roles, like in Romancing the Stone, where she starred alongside Michael Douglas, or in Body Heat, which really put her on the map as a sultry leading lady.
At least it's cool. I was burning up.
Nice not to talk about the heat.
She had this incredible husky voice that just made her stand out, and it became one of her trademarks. Turner didn't just stick to movies, though. She also did a lot of work on stage and television. For instance, her performance in the Broadway production of Who's Afraid of Virginia Woolf was highly acclaimed, and she even got a Tony Award nomination for it. Throughout her career, she's worked with some of the biggest names in Hollywood and has left an indelible mark on the industry. Whether it's through her unforgettable performances in films, her impactful stage work, or her guest appearances on TV shows like Friends, where she hilariously played Chandler Bing's drag queen father, she's proven herself to be incredibly versatile.
Hello, all.
Hi, Dad.
Hi, Mr. Bing.
As of now, Kathleen Turner is 69 years old. She's had a remarkable career filled with ups and downs, but she's always come through with grace and tenacity, which is why she remains a beloved figure in the entertainment world. All right, so let's talk about Meg Ryan, the queen of romantic comedies. Born on November 19, 1961, in Fairfield, Connecticut. You've probably seen her in iconic films like When Harry Met Sally, where she perfectly captured that whole "can men and women just be friends" dilemma with her adorable charm. And who could forget Sleepless in Seattle or You've Got Mail?
Forget it. We don't talk about anything personal, so I don't know his name or what he does or where he lives exactly, so it'll be really easy for me to stop seeing him because I'm not.
Those movies practically define 90s romance. Meg has this incredible ability to make you laugh one minute and cry the next, and her chemistry with co-stars like Tom Hanks is just legendary. Her career has been filled with highs and some lows, sure, but she's always come out on top. Even when she's not on the big screen, she's still making waves, whether it's through her humanitarian work or her occasional directorial ventures. And let's not forget her timeless style. That blonde hair and those infectious smiles are just part of what makes her so beloved. So now, she is 62 years old. Brendan Fraser was born on December 3, 1968. He's had a really fascinating career and life, with all the ups and downs you'd expect from a Hollywood star. You probably remember him best from the Mummy series, where he played Rick O'Connell. Those movies were huge hits in the late 90s and early 2000s, and he really nailed that action hero vibe. But Fraser's career is way more diverse than just The Mummy. He did comedies like George of the Jungle, where he was absolutely hilarious swinging around in a loincloth, and he also showed his dramatic chops in movies like Gods and Monsters, which was a totally different vibe, but showcased his range as an actor. Now, despite his early success, Fraser's career took a bit of a nosedive in the mid-2000s. There were a bunch of reasons for this. First off, he got pretty banged up from doing all his own stunts in those action films. Like, he really committed to those roles and ended up with a lot of injuries. Plus, he went through some tough personal stuff, including a messy divorce and some financial struggles. And there was also the issue of him speaking out about an alleged sexual assault by a Hollywood bigwig, which he believes led to him being blacklisted in the industry. All these factors combined meant that for a while, Fraser was kind of off the radar. But here's where it gets interesting. Brendan Fraser is making an incredible comeback now. He's been getting a ton of praise for his role in The Whale, where he plays a reclusive, morbidly obese man trying to reconnect with his estranged daughter. This role is really heavy, both literally and figuratively, and it's showing everyone that Fraser's still got it. There's even talk of Oscar nominations, which is fantastic considering everything he's been through. It's really heartwarming to see him back in the spotlight, because he's always come across as one of the genuinely good guys in Hollywood. Fans are super excited to see him making such a strong return, and it feels like this is truly Brendan Fraser's moment to shine again. As of now, he is 55 years old. Lara Flynn Boyle. She's an actress you might remember best from the 90s, was born on March 24, 1970. You know, she really made a name for herself with her role as Donna Hayward in Twin Peaks, the iconic TV series created by David Lynch. She played this role back in 1990, and it was one of those shows that just defined a whole era of television with its weird and wonderful storytelling.
Sorry I haven't been out to see you since the funeral, but things have been pretty strange.
Plus, she also starred in the legal drama The Practice, where she played Assistant District Attorney Helen Gamble. That show got pretty big in the late 90s and early 2000s, and it even won her some award nominations, so it's clear she made quite an impact. Lara's career has been kind of a mix of TV and film. Aside from her TV work, she's been in movies like Men in Black 2, where she played the villain, Serlina. That was a pretty big role back in 2002, and it showed she could do more than just TV dramas. But if you look at her career, you'll see she didn't stick to just one type of character or genre, which is pretty cool. She also had a role in the thriller Red Rock West, and that film's got this cult following. Even though she's maybe not in the spotlight as much these days, her work from back in the day still holds up and gets talked about. So, thinking about her now, since she was born in 1970 and it's 2024, that makes her 54 years old. It's wild to think about how time flies, but her performances still feel pretty fresh when you go back and watch those old shows and movies. Kellyanne McGillis was born on July 9, 1957, in Newport Beach, California. She's an actress who's really made her mark, especially in the 80s. You might remember her best for her role as Charlie in Top Gun, alongside Tom Cruise. That movie was a huge hit and really put her on the map. But her career is much more than just one movie. Before Top Gun, Kelly had already started making a name for herself. She studied acting at Juilliard, one of the most prestigious acting schools in the world. Not many people get in there, so you know she's got serious talent. One of her early roles that really stood out was in the movie Witness in 1985, where she starred with Harrison Ford. She played an Amish woman, and her performance was so good that it earned her a Golden Globe nomination. She was just fantastic in that film, showing her range and depth as an actress. Kelly's career continued with a variety of roles, from dramas to thrillers. Another notable movie she starred in was The Accused in 1988, where she played a lawyer fighting for justice in a tough, emotional case. This film was really powerful and showcased her ability to handle intense and challenging roles. Beyond her on-screen work, Kelly's life has had its share of ups and downs. She took a break from Hollywood for a while and focused on other things, like teaching acting. She also came out as a lesbian in 2009. As of now, she is 66 years old. John Travolta. Born on February 18, 1954 in Englewood, New Jersey, Travolta burst onto the Hollywood scene like a supernova, captivating audiences with his undeniable talent and magnetic presence. He's not just an actor, he's a cultural phenomenon, a living legend whose impact on the entertainment industry cannot be overstated. From his breakout role as Tony Manero in Saturday Night Fever to his iconic turn as Danny Zuko in Grease, Travolta quickly became the epitome of cool in the 1970s. But his star power didn't stop there. In the 1980s, he continued to dominate the silver screen with memorable performances in films like Urban Cowboy and Blow Out. And just when you thought he couldn't get any cooler, he reinvented himself yet again with his unforgettable portrayal of Vincent Vega in Quentin Tarantino's Pulp Fiction, earning himself an Academy Award nomination for Best Actor. But Travolta's career hasn't been without its challenges. Despite his early success, he faced a series of setbacks in the 1990s, with several box office flops threatening to derail his career. However, true to form, he bounced back with a vengeance in the new millennium, delivering standout performances in films like Hairspray and The Taking of Pelham 123. And let's not forget his foray into television, where he earned critical acclaim for his role as Robert Shapiro in The People vs. O.J. Simpson American Crime Story. As of now, he is 70 years old. Mickey Rourke, born Philip Andre Rourke, Jr. On September 16, 1952, in Schenectady, New York, Mickey's early life was marked by its fair share of challenges. Raised in a working-class family, he experienced his parents' tumultuous relationship firsthand. Despite this, Mickey found solace in sports, particularly boxing, a passion that would later influence his career. After attending Miami Beach Senior High School, where he showed promise as a football player, Mickey moved to New York City to pursue his dreams of becoming an actor. He enrolled in the renowned Actors Studio, immersing himself in the craft and honing his skills under the guidance of esteemed mentors. It wasn't long before Mickey caught the attention of Hollywood, landing his first major role in the 1979 film 1941, directed by none other than Steven Spielberg. But it was in the early 80s that Mickey truly made his mark on the industry, delivering standout performances in films like Diner and Rumblefish. His brooding intensity and magnetic presence captivated audiences and critics alike, earning him widespread acclaim and establishing him as one of Hollywood's most promising talents. However, despite his early success, Mickey's career took a detour in the late 80s when he made the bold decision to pursue professional boxing. Stepping away from acting, he dedicated himself to the sport, undergoing rigorous training and competing in a handful of matches. While his boxing career showed flashes of promise, it ultimately took a toll on his body and derailed his acting aspirations. But true to form, Mickey wasn't one to stay down for long. In the 90s, he staged a triumphant comeback to the silver screen, delivering powerhouse performances in films like Barfly and Angel Heart. His raw, gritty portrayals of complex characters earned him a new generation of fans and cemented his status as a bona fide Hollywood icon. Since then, Mickey has continued to push the boundaries of his craft, seamlessly transitioning between blockbuster hits and indie darlings, from his unforgettable turn as a washed-up wrestler in The Wrestler to his chilling portrayal of Marv in Sin City. He's proven time and again that age is no barrier to greatness. Now, as Mickey approaches his 70s, Heather Locklear. Born on September 25, 1961, in Los Angeles, California, she's a true icon of the silver screen. Heather's breakthrough came with her portrayal of Sammy Jo Carrington in the 1980s hit series Dynasty, where she brought a perfect blend of sass and vulnerability to the character. Following this success, she cemented her status as a television star with her role as Amanda Woodward in Melrose Place, a character that became synonymous with her name. Heather's ability to embody complex and compelling characters endeared her to audiences worldwide. Beyond her television career, Heather Locklear has also made her mark in film, starring in movies like The Perfect Man and Money Talks. Her on-screen presence, coupled with her undeniable talent, has earned her numerous accolades and nominations throughout her career. Yet, Heather's journey has not been without its challenges. She has faced personal struggles and setbacks, but she has consistently shown resilience and strength in overcoming them. Now she is 62 years old. Thanks for joining us on this trip through time. If you enjoyed reminiscing about the hottest stars of the 80s and 90s, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more nostalgic content. Until next time, stay groovy.